Hi everyone, welcome to another video. Today we are colouring in Sagor och Sagner by Emily Lydhall Oberg, which is one of my absolute favourite books, and we are using the Arrtx pencils. So I've put all of the colours on the screen as I'm using them. We're starting off with a greenish blue colour, dark teal, and we're going to be using my colour family chart in order to find the right blends. So the ocean green goes perfectly with the dark teal, and then the following colours are also part of that same family. So this is the first video that I'm doing where I'm actually colouring on my couch. If you read my recent post on social media, you'll know that sometimes colour-alongs just get a little bit overwhelming for me because I have so much enthusiasm when I begin them, and I do the first couple of videos and I'm really excited, and then something happens and it just becomes, I guess, a bit like a chore, and I'm really reluctant to finish it. And it's not that I'm purposefully reluctant, but it's almost like I just can't manage to finish the project, and it happens an awful lot. I do think, as I said, it's something to do with ADHD, which I believe I have, but I'm not diagnosed. So I always feel like I'm really letting everyone down when I start a colour along and do the first couple of videos and then never finish them. And that's happened quite a few times. And as I said, I do feel really bad about that. So this is kind of my solution to it. So I've bought a tripod and I've set it up next to my settee, which is where I prefer to colour, because sitting at the desk, it's not very comfortable. And I think that was kind of putting me off as well. I was thinking, oh, I've got to go and sit down and set the camera up and do that, and it's just not comfy. So how I prefer to colour when I do my own colouring projects is just to sit on the couch, put the light on and watch a film. So an awful lot of my colouring pages are done on the couch, and then as soon as I upload a picture, and rightfully so, I will get comments saying, have you done this as a colour along? Please say this is a colour along. And I always feel terrible every time, not anybody's fault but my own, because I wish that I'd have sat down at the desk to colour it and be able to show you all. But yeah, so this is, like I said, my solution to that. So I've set up the tripod. The light isn't perfect. It's a ring light that came with the tripod, so it is a little bit yellowish on the video. I've tried to adjust it, but I can't really make any difference to it. But I will be showing you a proper daylight photograph of the end result at the end of this video, so you can see the colours properly. But other than that, I hope that this is okay for you, just so that you get to see me do a bit more colouring, because after all, that's what this channel is about. And I felt like I was losing that. I felt like I've got a lot of reviews and book reviews and things, but actual colouring I'm sort of falling down on a bit. So anyway, I'm glad that we've managed to get something sorted out. So as you can see, I've been filling in this nose of the fish with the 4 colours from the colour family chart in that blue-green or green-blue section. And if you haven't got your colour family chart for the Arrtx yet, just look at my previous video and there'll be a free download link there. It's really handy because I've managed to section all of the colours into the perfect blends. And it hasn't, I say perfect, it's not perfect. There are some colours that just wouldn't fit, and there's some colours that don't exist in the set and that should have fit in to certain places. But it should really, really help you to just pick up blends really quickly, pick up pencils quickly, and know that they're going to blend together. So this video is going to be in real time. I am going to stop talking in a moment. I'll probably put some a music track on, or maybe I'll just leave it silent and then you can put your own music on. But I will be back to chat in a little bit when we change colour. So if you want to skip ahead to that, you can, or you can watch me colour it in real time if you wanted to see how I do my blends. It's very easy. It really is just dark to light colours, and I don't do anything fancy. So now we're starting with some beautiful pink colours. These edge towards the sort of purplish pink, but they're not quite red violets. So we've got magenta, also rose red and Baker Miller pink. So a really, really nice complementary colour blend to go with the greenish blue, bluish green that we've just done. And I really like these two colours together. I think green and pink always look really, really nice. And the bluish green, extra nice. So again, it really is just very, very simple blends, nothing special to show you really, but I know that this will help a lot of beginners to see in real time how to overlap the edges of the colour so that they transition together and create, a really nice blend. So I always leave a little bit of white in the middle, and if not white, then a very, very light pressure layer of the lightest colour, if I want it to look a little bit smoother rather than have the harsh white highlight in the middle. That's what I'll do. And yeah, I'm so pleased with how this one turned out. The Arrtx pencils are lovely. They are what I would class as a budget pencil, even though I think they're about 60 quid. I don't know how much that is in dollars. So they're not like really cheap, but they're certainly not as expensive as your artist quality ones. And they're not, light fast. They don't have any properties like that I know of. So they aren't the best quality, but I am having a blast using them. And I think that they're certainly my favourites when it comes to the brands like Black Widow, Arrtx, those kind of price bracket brands. I think that these are definitely my favourite. They're a lot softer. They are not as soft as Prismacolor. As I mentioned in my review of the pencils, nothing really is softer than Prismacolor, to be honest, but they really do blend beautifully, and they are soft, and as you can see, they're so vibrant. And I think it's nice to use a different pencil set. I know I've got tons of pencil sets and I always kind of stick to Prismas because they are my favourite, but I'm really trying to make an effort to use other pencils, and this is just really easy for me to do with the Arrtx because they're just a pleasure to use. So for our third colour combo on the fish, we've got yellowed orange and let me think, it's not come up yet, so I need to try and remember what I used. Yellowed orange, I think sunburst yellow and canary yellow. So again, I just want to try and find something that would go with the greenish blue and the pink, and I think yellow does that quite nicely. Could have used gold and ochre tones, but I wanted to keep this quite fun, quite vibrant, and just have fun with it really. So I really like how this turned out, and you're going to see me after this colouring his little friend. I couldn't just colour one fish, I had to have a little friend. And hopefully I will finish this page on camera. I don't want to put a lot of pressure on myself to make sure that everything is filmed, but now that I've got the tripod, I will do my very best to remember to put it on and, you know, feel like I can colour on film all the time. I know that I don't have to. I know that I can colour for myself, and I don't want to take the joy out of it and do every single thing on film, but I do want to keep the channel going. I think it's been 7 or 8 years since I started Colour with Claire, and I still love colouring and I still want to share it all with you, and I love getting your comments. I've said it in the past, I love hearing from everybody. It really makes my day to hear that you enjoy my videos, and I hope that can continue. So here he is, the little fishy, all done, and this is the natural light photograph. We're going to start now on his little friend, and we're going for a blue and orangey red theme for this one. So I'm starting with indigo blue. I'll then move on to cerulean blue, true blue, and cobalt teal blue, I think it is. I've tried to remember. But like I say, the colours will come up on the screen as I do them. And again, it's just super simple blending, continuing the real time so that you all can see every single step of how I do it. And yeah, I do like the blue and the orangey combo together. It's obviously complementary, so it's going to make it pop. And that's my style of colouring really, as you'll know by now. I like everything to be really vibrant, really smooth and blendy and bold. So I don't think I'm ever going to change. That's just sort of my style. It is very cartoonish or childish sometimes. There's not a lot of nuance or natural colours in things that I do. Sometimes I will, but I do prefer lovely bright bold colours like you'd see on a children's illustration. So yeah. So coming in now with our orangey reds, starting off with chili pepper as our darkest colour. Chili pepper isn't really a dark colour, but I didn't want to go into the really deep dark reds. I wanted to keep it quite light, but still have a decent enough contrast in the colours that you would see that they are different shades. So I think we go for chili pepper, carmine red and orange. And I'm just filling these little blocks in, doing 3 sides of them in the chili pepper and then filling the rest in with the other 2 colours. Just gives it a little bit more interest to the eye, bit of dimension, and it's better, I think, than just block colour in them. It gives it a little bit of something else. So we're coming to the end of the video now. I really hope that you've enjoyed watching me do a little bit of colouring, and I hope you've learned something from it. Hopefully the beginners, this will be a good video for you to see in real time how to blend. As I say, the Arrtx pencils are beautiful, and every single time I finish a piece of colouring I have to add my white dots. I'm using an Arrtx paint pen, by the way. That's my newest white dot pen. So here they both are, little cute fishies. I'm really happy with how they turned out. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you soon on Colour with Claire.